Every Canadian has a Tim Hortons memory. The coffee before work, the Timbits on a hockey night, or the long drive fueled by a double-double. But what if I told you Tim Hortons isn't really a Canadian company anymore? Let's rewind and uncover the story behind Canada's most iconic coffee chain and what really happened to it. Tim Hortons started in 1964 in Hamilton, Ontario. It wasn't just another coffee shop. It was opened by Tim Horton, a popular NHL defenseman, and his business partner, Ron Joyce. At first, it was a place for coffee and donuts. Simple, affordable, and warm. By the 1990s, Tim Hortons had become part of Canadian culture. It wasn't just a brand, it was a ritual. In 1995, things started to change. Tim Hortons was bought by Wendy's, the American fast food chain, but it didn't stop growing. Then in 2006, it separated and became its own public company again. But the biggest shift happened in 2014. Tim Hortons merged with Burger King. But this wasn't just a fast food merger. It was backed by a giant investment firm called 3G Capital, based in Brazil. Today, Tim Hortons is owned by Restaurant Brands International, headquartered in Miami, Florida. They also own Popeyes and Firehouse Subs. Since the merger, many Canadians have noticed things aren't the same. They used to bake donuts fresh. Now, many are shipped frozen and reheated. Franchisees have complained about tight controls and profit cuts. There have been labor disputes, lawsuits, and even a scandal involving their rewards app tracking users' movements. And most importantly, people say the taste has changed. So the big question is Tim Hortons still Canadian? Well, on paper, no. It's owned by a US-based company with global investors. But emotionally, for many, Tim Hortons still represents home. You'll find it in small towns, at community hockey rinks, and on every highway. It may not be Canadian-owned anymore, but in many ways, it still feels like part of Canada's daily life. What do you think? Has Tim Hortons lost its identity? Or is it still Canada's coffee, just with a new face? Tell me in the comments, and if you want more stories about Canadian brands, history, and how this country really works, make sure to subscribe. We've got a lot more to explore.